What's Gucci Bros? My name is Quest2Good and welcome to our 55 to 99 Slayer loot series videos thing. This is going to be the first installment of the series, and basically I'm just going to explain briefly what the series is all about. So I'm 55 Slayer right now, almost 56, and I'm going to just put out some videos occasionally that show you the loot progression among certain levels of Slayer. For example, this first video will be from 55 to 60 Slayer. So the gaps between the videos will be noticeable. But this way, hopefully, we can see some progress between as you level up in Slayer and acquire new Slayer monsters to kill. Now, in this series, I will be picking up all the valuable drops. Even things like runes, because they do add up. As you can see, I'm already up to 124 and I just started this task. All notables, things like that. And at the end of each video, I will give you a price check of what we have made during those levels. I think this would be a pretty cool way just to see what kind of loot you can expect from doing Slayer. And I am an unofficial Iron Man account if you are new to the channel. So there is no way I will be selling anything, so everything you see in the video will have been acquired by me. And I won't have accidentally sold anything, for example. So let's get started. Well, first task in this series, I've already gotten myself a pair of Mystic Gloves, which is kind of ridiculous because I already have 3 of these. Alright, so before we get to the price check, I just want to mention all of the tasks I was given during this 5-level interval. Now, because this is the first episode in this series, and because we are starting with the lowest Slayer level we will have during this series, this is obviously going to be a very short video. Now, I only received 7 tasks, and I only had to complete 7 tasks in this episode to level up all the way to 60. Now, the first task, as you saw, was Desert Lizards. I was given 123 of those to kill. Now, any major drops from those would be the Mystic Gloves, though they were only about 9k at the time of receiving them, and 500 fire runes. There were also a couple Renar and a few other uncut gems. The next task was 144 Blood Velds. Now, Blood Velds are notorious for not dropping much. However, if you actually pick up the coins and the alkables, then I ended up with about 8.3 cash. They also drop a lot of fire runes, just like the Desert Lizards. I ended up with 720 fire runes from them and 62 blood runes, which were actually very helpful. Now, my next task was 125 Infernal Mages. Now, these don't drop much cash at all or any alkables. However, they do drop some runes. Quite a lot of them, actually. 4 Death Runes, 346 Earth Runes, and 8 Blood Runes from Infernal Mages. I also received some Fire, Air, and Water Runes, just not in bulk. The next task was 135 Blue Dragons. I decided to take the long method of killing these, kill the adults only. I was picking up both the Dragon Bones and the Dragon Hides, so obviously I ended up with 135 Dragon Bones and 135 Blue Dragon Hides. I also received 975 Water Runes, 4 Grimy Renar, 120 Nature Runes, a few Rune Daggers, some Anti-Ore, and a bunch of other miscellaneous Grimy Herbs. Most lucrative task of interval. However, it also took the longest. My next task was 141 Blood Velds. Again, as expected, we received a lot of Blood Runes, about 186, 600 Fire Runes, and 10k in cash with the alkables. I also received 1 Rune Medhelm, which was not alked. My next task was when I switched to Neve. Now, at this time, I'm 58 Slayer, so the interval is almost over. This task was 139 Black Demons. I received about 8.2k in cash, 1 Rune Chain Body, 2 Rune Medhelms, 3 Grimy Renar, 110 Chaos Runes, some Blood Runes, some Air Runes, Law Runes, and a few other uncut gems. Also, they give about 157 Slayer XP per, if I'm remembering correctly, so this makes them a great task in general. Then Neve gave me 182 Blue Dragons. Now this time, out of being lazy and wanting to test out another method, instead of killing only the adults, I killed only the baby dragons. So this time, I only received 182 baby dragon bones. Now you will see in the price check how that weighs out in comparison to the adults. And lastly, to finish off 60, I had to kill 12 more black demons, which really didn't give much loot other than a Shelby, aka our Mythkite Shield. Alright, let's get to the loot. Alright bros, we have gotten 60, well, I'm actually 61 now, but I stopped the price checking at 60. So here is all the loot from 55 to 60 Slayer crammed into one inventory. It only took just over 7 Slayer tasks to acquire this. So let's throw all of this into a price check using the Grand Exchange prices. Now this might not be entirely accurate, but that is about 923k in 5 levels. Now, you can expect that this will go— oh, actually, hang on, I'm forgetting something. Oh, you know, I told myself I wasn't going to mess up. I was not going to mess this video up, and I messed it up. I accidentally hit the stop button instead of the pause button, so I'll rip my life. The item I'm missing are the loot from the baby dragons, which were 182 baby dragon bones, I believe. And that only added another 133k on top of this. So the adult dragon bones and blue dragon hides gave just over 500k, whereas if I did the task with more dragons on only the baby blue dragons, I received only about 133k cash. So if you want to invest the time, then definitely kill the adults. They also give more Slayer XP as well. So with those baby dragon bones, this price check was actually just over 1 mil, 1,055,000 GP with the current Grand Exchange prices. So that's pretty awesome for the first 5 levels. So I'm imagining the next 5 will be even more pricely, so I cannot wait for that. Bros, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I greatly appreciate it. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments. I will be glad to supply more gains for the future. If you have any questions, please go right ahead and ask me. I will be sure to answer them as soon as possible. So thank you, bros, for watching, and keep making those gains.